Alright, so in this quick 10-minute video, I will simply explain you how you get use from the most important asset in our life, and that is time. And I will explain this not by a fancy Notion sheet or something crazy. I just schedule the week with you. I will explain you how I do it, why I do it, and how this actually generates me tons of money and let me work 60 to 90 hours per week, have time for family, have time for friends, have time for relationship, and go to gym 4 to 5 times a week. Alright, so here we are in my calendar. Yeah, it's in German, but it is unnecessary for you. So you see, today is Sunday, and that is actually how I planned. And this is how I planned my weeks, right? It is always fully booked out. It is always always fully covered. Oh, here I didn't do it. Okay, maybe it's a rest day. All right, so what we need to do now is we do the following. It's pretty damn simple. If you have something that needs to be done at a specific time, for example, my preset meetings where I schedule a meeting with another person. For example, if you have client calls, then you schedule them here too, right? Or if you have other private things that need to be done at a specific time, these things are set. These things can't be shifted, can't be changed, right? So then set them. Easy. You can do this over the week, you can do this right now, or you can do this from past week to this week, but the most important thing is that you have all of these things in your calendar right now, right? So what you want to do for this week is that you just simply block the time where you think or where you know that you need to spend time on something, right? And once you finished your presetted times, we take a look at our sleep. So when do you want to wake up usually? So normally you target around 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I target around 7 to 8, mostly 7. That means most of the times I go to sleep until 11 or 12 and wake up in between. You can see this here, 5 to 7, right? And I go to sleep, 10:30, 11. So I sleep quite a lot. And what we now do is that that's for our first lesson, I do not do this usually, but for practicing reasons we do this. We schedule our sleep, right? Our sleep is, let's say from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m., right? And then you do it here and you give it a color, for example this. Then this time here is blocked. You can't do anything from it, right? And here you can see your day begins at 8 a.m., at 7 a.m., at 6 a.m. It depends, right? My day begins at 7 a.m., for example, for tomorrow, right? So I'm at my girlfriend today, at my girlfriend. So I spend the evening with my girlfriend, so I will wake up at 7, will work, but not immediately. Therefore, I just simply play. So let's do this like this here. I will do it with you, right? Most importantly, I encourage you to have kind of consistent sleep schedule, right? So even if you have something like rest days, I encourage you to stick on a relatively even schedule, right? So obviously there can be some events like New Year or nice events you do not want to miss, right? If you have those events, then obviously you need to plan differently, but most of the time stay to a consistent sleep schedule, because then your body only needs 7 hours of sleep instead of 9 or 10. So that means 3 hours more work, and then you can spend time on different times, right? But if you have a friend group that is only available at 12 p.m., then I'm at 12 a.m. or 1 a.m., I'm sorry, that's not good for you. That's not good for you. So therefore, I recommend you having a consistent sleep schedule. And for this week, I want to plan to wake up at 7 a.m. because I want to spend more evenings with my girlfriend, right? And I do this with the color blue. I give every single task a different color. For example, the things with my girlfriend or with my family are in this purple. The things with work are in, I don't know what this color is, in this light orange. Then the things that can't be changed, are red. These things are dark red. Yeah, and that's literally how I do it. And now the next thing I do is, because I actually do not sleep at home, I believe I do this here. I block me 1 hour for waking up, for showering, for doing the stuff you need to do every single day. Shaving, showering, cooking food and all of that stuff, right? That is what I do. I block my time for this here. And yeah, this is how you should do it too. Wait a second. And obviously you don't need to do this here, right? The most important thing you need to track is literally work, and the most important thing you literally need to track is work and sleep and the things that have to be planned. But most important is that you have fully scheduled, right? That you are aware of every time. Because when you now want to rest, then do it, but don't do it while you have your work time. Your brain hates that, right? You can't promise yourself to do this here, to work from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. without even working, right? Because I'm fasting today, I do not have to spend time on cooking, because I do not have to spend time on anything besides of working, right? That's why I can spend time from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. 14 hours consistently with working. And that is what you need to do too. If you want to have time blocks where you work only 2 hours, right? Then set these 2-hour time blocks. For example, here, set these 2-hour time blocks. And then if you want to do something different, like, I don't know, gaming, I do not recommend this to you, then here, block it. But don't do that. Please don't do that. Never ever schedule this year and you game in the halftime and you are on your mobile phone and you scroll, and then I don't know, and then suddenly this meeting came up, and I don't know. Do the things that you told yourself, and you do it by visually representing that in your calendar. And it is so simple. It only takes 10 minutes per week. You can see this here. I'm halfway through. I know that I only have to work. It is pretty simple. I have to do work until this year, because I know that in the spare time I need to change clothes, and I need to, I don't know, shower, because I do not have meetings. I do have, and all of that stuff. And here I know too that I want to work. So quite a bit from, I don't know, 8 to, and that depends, 9 or 11. And I will now block it to 11, because maybe I will show this to you, because now there is something. Oh, not work. Good. That is something that I do not know, right? So this time can be used for working or for my girlfriend. But the big important thing, you know these things, right? You know the thing when the next day occurs. That means tomorrow morning I know exactly if I work at 9 p.m. or at 10 p.m. or if I am my girlfriend, right? And that is what you need to do. It's so simple. And then you fill out your whole week. You just track your sleep. You know when you wake up consistently, then work, and then do the things and get it done. That's it. That's basically it. It's so important, because not to only have the vision here, the schedule, everything set up, it is more important to show your brain visually that you do the things you promise yourself. And once you can stick to a fully booked 60 to 80 hour work week schedule for 1 or 2 weeks consistently, man, it's so much easier. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty short. I think it was quite chaotic, but I hope you got it. So you manifest it for your brain, track your sleep in the beginning, stay consistent with that, only do the things that you scheduled